Hello friends, today we are going to continue chapter number 2, First World War and Russian Revolution, lecture number 2. Friends, in the previous lecture we discussed about how due to the greedy nature and the greedy intentions of these European countries, they started establishing their colonies, they started expanding their rule. They started attacking on the weaker countries in the world. For this greed of establishing their colonies, they did not even spare their neighboring countries. Friends, in the previous lecture, we discussed about colonialization of Western Europe. Friends, we discussed in that due to this greedy nature, they did not even spare their neighboring nations. We looked the example of Spain. We discussed that Spain, he conquered the area of Luxembourg, Belgium, right? And we also discussed that Spain conquered Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg. Then after that even France made colonialism in some provinces of Spain. Friends, this shows the clear example how their greed increased one by one, how their greed was increasing. Friends, here it is said that after that we looked that even Netherlands, when we were speaking about Netherlands, it was conquered by Spain. After that we looked that example of the Portuguese king, that once the Portugal king died without heir, the king of Spain, who was in the blood relation of that king, he came to the seat and he started ruling on Portugal. Friends, these are the example how these countries started ruling one by one on each other. Now, this became the monopoly for these European countries of conquering the other countries and establishing their colonies, moving in their footsteps. Many non-European countries also started attacking on the weaker countries and establishing their colonization. Friends, today we are going to cover the topic that is colonialization in Asia. Friends, the topic that we are going to cover today, that is colonialization in Asia. Here it is said that, as you all know, that these European countries, they conquered. It was this period, this era, when these European country conquered the major part of the different countries. Here it is said that when we were discussing about the powerful countries, now we all know that in the past, if we look at the world history, it is clear that these countries, they did not even conquer just some of the countries, but they moved to the different continents. They started establishing their colonization in Asia, then they made their colonies in African continents. So friends, today we are going to learn that is the colonization in Asia. Friends, here it is said that once England conquered India, here it is said once England had control over India and they developed a strong hold, we can say, he developed a stronghold in Asia. After that, they moved forward. They conquered Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Singapore, etc. Friends, here it is said that once England they conquered India. Now we are very much aware that after conquering India, they became more and more powerful. They were earning major wealth from here. They conquered the major part, that is, they had a stronghold in the Asian continent. After that, once they came into India, after that they conquered Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Singapore, China, etc. These were some of the areas, some of the countries on which they expanded and started their colonization. Friends, after that, here it is said that these countries, England, as you all know, that they came here to earn wealth. Their main intent was to take the raw material from here, from the Asian continent, and then utilize that thing in their country, and then after making the final product, they used this Asian country as the open market to earn wealth as well. Here, after that, it is said England forced China into opium trade. Friends, here it is said between England and China, at that time England forced China for doing the opium trade. What is this opium? It's one kind of drug. It's one type of drug. So England forced China for this opium trade in the past, after they had the control over China as well. Then when England forced China for this opium trade, this, due to some dissatisfaction between them, that lead to opium war. That lead to opium war. They had dissatisfaction between each other, and between them they had this opium war that was in 1839 to 1842. Friends, between 1839 to 1842 there happened the opium trade war. Friends, here opium is one kind of drug. England had forced China for trading this opium into their country, but due to some circumstances, due to their improper behaviors, this trading lead to dissatisfaction between both the countries, due to which the opium war happened between 1839 to 1842. Here it is said China lost this war and had to give its 5 ports to England. Friends, as you all know, that after winning war, they had to give something or the other, right? As we learned in the previous lectures and previous chapter as well, that after winning Battle of Plassey, they got control over 24 Parganas. After winning Battle of Buxar, they got the Diwani rights, or we can say dual administrative system, means the power to collect revenue in Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. Same way, after winning each war, they got, friends, they got something or the other. They got something or the other after winning the war. Here also, when China lost this war, they had to open the 5 ports. They had to give it 5 ports. They had to open their 5 ports for England, for trading, we can say, for trading. They had to open its 5 ports for trading purpose. This was a very important event in the history of the world, we can say, because due to this, trading was started in a very speedy manner between England and China, as these 5 ports were open. See, later on it is said that looking at China's weakness, here it is said that later on, looking at China's weakness, Japan, Russia, Germany, France. Friends, here it is said, looking at the weakness of China, now the other countries like Japan, Russia, Germany, France, we can say another, that is Belgium, America, etc. These all countries, now they misused the time period when the China was weak at that time. They all started the trading. Later on, looking at China's weakness, Japan, Russia, Germany, France, Belgium, America, they also took the trading and political rights. Friends, here it is said, looking at the China's weakness, when China became weak, now as everyone know, when anyone is weak, the other person always tries to misuse them. They try to exploit them. Always the strong person exploits the weaker person. We have seen that. And here, friends, it is clearly seen that when China became strong, right, at that time, there very less country come and oppose China. But at this time, China was weak, as England defeated them in the Opium War. And when these 5 ports were opened for trading by China, now the other countries, they experienced that China is weak right now. China is not having the strength to oppose other country right now. It is weak. China will not able to defend, and due to that reason, they took hold of the chance. And these other countries like Japan, Russia, Germany, France, Belgium, America, they also used this chance and they established their trading and political rights. So friends, this was again a very important movement. Here it is said that even the West Asia means the western part of Asia is said West Asia had huge oil resources. As we all know, friends, that this West Asia has very huge oil resource in it. So here it is said, as oil is obtained in the maximum amount from Western Asian countries. We are very much aware about it. There are lots of oil fields in this area. So, looking at this oil resource, now these greedy Europeans, their eye was stuck on this oil resource now. They wanted to earn maximum wealth from this oil resource now. So now their eye was on establishing colony in this Western Asian side. So here it is said, so England, Russia, Germany, America, etc. established their colonies here. Friends, here it is said, as these Western Asian countries where Western Asian countries had a huge oil resource, and as now their eye was on this oil resource, they started establishing colonies in this part. So the powerful countries like England, Russia, Germany, America, etc., they started earning profits by establishing their colonies over here in the West Asian countries. They established their companies. They established colonies in Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, etc. Friends, now here it is said, they started establishing their colonies in Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, etc. These were the parts where they started establishing their colonies. So friends, here you can clearly see how these people started conquering the different parts of Asia. As we are discussing the colonialism in Asia, now you can see the most of the part of Asia are conquered by these European countries. Friends, in the very first part we looked, when we started discussing about this topic, we clearly see, first of all, that England had conquered India. And as conquering India, after that, as they had a lots of political rights and trading rights in India, and they earned a lot of wealth from India, they had become more powerful. They were very powerful among the powerful nations. And though, as they had a strong hold on India, after that, they conquered and established their colonies in Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Singapore, China, etc. And as they had hold on China, they forced China into opium trade. They forced them to sell opium, that is one kind of drug. And due to some of the dissatisfaction between both the countries, a war happened between both of them between year 1839 to 1842. And this was known as Opium Trade War. During this time, China was defeated by England in this Opium Trade War. And as a result, China had to open its 5 ports for the trading rights. China had to open its 5 ports for these European countries to come into China and trade freely and earn maximum wealth. So, here it is said, now when these 5 ports were opened, now these European countries can easily come into China and earn maximum wealth. As you all know, that these Asian countries were well known for the raw materials being produced over here. These European countries used to take away the maximum raw material which were the source for the industries running in England, Germany, Russia. They used to take away the raw materials from here and they used to make the final products in their country and used to sell in this Asian open market and earn maximum profit from here. Friends, after opening these five ports, now the China became weaker and taking the benefit of these circumstances, looking that China is weaker right now, the other European countries like Japan, Russia, Germany, France, Belgium, America, they also took the advantage of this situation and they started establishing their political and trading rights into China. Now their eye was stuck on the Western Asian countries, which was a huge oil resources from which maximum oil was obtained. So friends, now they started establishing their colonies. So England, Russia, Germany, America, now they started establishing their colonies in Western Asian countries. They established their colonies in Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, etc. So friends, this is the way how they started establishing their colonialism in Asia. Thank you, friends.